Today we're looking at section 3.7, the first day, and what we're going to learn is something called determinants. Every square matrix has a determinant. It has to be the same size, so either a 2 by 2 or a 3 by 3 is what we'll be looking at. Those can have a determinant. The determinant is used when we want to try to solve a system of equations, and we can also use a determinant if we want to find the area of a triangle and all we know are the corners where the triangle sits. So instead of doing area as 1/2 base times height, and I don't know the lengths of a triangle, if I know the corners of where something is sitting, the vertices, then I can use a determinant in a formula to try to find the area of that same triangle. All right, so how are we going to find this determinant? First of all, we're going to start with a square matrix that's 2 by 2. To find the determinant, what we're going to do is cross multiply. So first of all, the symbols for the determinant are these solid straight bars right here. They kind of look like absolute value bars, but they're not. When it's a rounded matrix, we're going to say determinant of, and then we're going to do cross products. We're going to start in the upper left. Take A times D, and you always subtract in a determinant, and then we're going to take the other diagonal, C times B, and then subtract those two values. So it's down the left diagonal AD, subtract the up diagonal CB. So if we look at this example here, our matrix numbers are 8, 9, -3, and 7. To find the determinant of A, again here's the bars, the determinant of A, I'm going to do the first diagonal, 5 times 7, 56, and subtract the up diagonal is -27. Be very careful, you're going to have a lot of minuses, which will change, plus, 56 plus 27, and our determinant has a value of 83. Your determinant will always be a one-number answer. Could be positive, could be negative. In a 3 by 3 matrix, we have a different process we need to use. The first thing is to repeat the first two columns. So once I have my matrix, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, we're going to put this little dotted line right here. I showed that in green. And then we're going to repeat the first two columns. So the first thing I put in will be A, D, G, repeat it over again. And then the second column is B, E, H. I write that over again. Now, to do the actual determinant, I'm going to multiply the down diagonals together, and then I'm going to add those numbers together. So where are the down diagonals? Starting in the upper left, A, E, I. The next one is B times F times G. And the next one is C times D times H. Those are all the down diagonals. So I multiply down, down, down. I add all of those numbers together. And then I subtract. Then I subtract, but I subtract what? I subtract the up diagonals. So we start in the bottom left, instead of the top left going down, 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 we're going to start in the bottom and travel up, up, up. So G, E, C, then slide over and do H, F, A, multiply those together, and then slide over one more time, I times D times B. Multiply those together. Add them up, and then we do all of the downs, subtract all of the ups, and that will give us our one-number answer. So it's down, 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 minus the up, up, ups. All right, let's see if we can try this. Put in our dotted line, repeat the first two columns. 2, 4, 3, -1, 1, -4. Okay, first it's the downs. 2 times 1 times -2, there's -4. Plus -1 times 0 times 3, there's 0, plus -3 times 4 times -4, -12 times -4 is positive 48, minus. Now we're going to travel up. 3 times 1 times -3, -9, plus -4 times 0 times 2. It's always nice when you have zeros in your matrix. And then -2 times 4 times -1, there's -8 times -1 is 8. Totals. -4 plus 48 is 44, minus Negative 9 plus 8 is negative 1. There's another minus, minus, plus, plus. My matrix answer, determinant answer is 45. Okay, we'll try this one. Once you put it on pause, try it yourself, and then see if you can come up with the same answer. Down, down, down. Oops, we got to repeat the numbers first. I forgot that. 4, 1, 2, negative 2, 1, 5. Okay, down the first one, negative 12, plus, down the next one, negative 2 times negative 2 times 2, plus 0 times 1 times 5. Subtract. Up, 2 times 1 times 0, plus 5 times negative 2 times 4, there's negative 10 times 4, negative 40, plus negative 3 times 1 times negative 2 is 6. Negative 12 plus 8 . Negative 40 plus 6 is negative 34. Here again is a minus, minus, plus, plus. Determinant is 30. Now, how can we use this determinant to find the area? What they're going to do is give you the endpoints of a triangle someplace. So, for instance, 5, 11, 9, 2, 1, 3. This is the formula that we want to use. We have to take plus or minus 1/2 times and then the determinant of the matrix. What you're going to do is take your 3 ordered pairs, plug them in, x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3, but you notice that doesn't create a square 3 by 3 matrix. So to complete the matrix, we're going to write in 1, 1, and 1. Now you're going to continue your process. So you're going to put in your dotted line, you're going to repeat the first 2 columns over again, x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3, and then you're going to start the down, down, down minus the up, up, up. Once you have that value computed, then you're going to multiply times either positive or negative 1/2. The reason you're going to multiply by either positive or negative is because you are doing an area, and in order to ensure that we have a positive answer, we need to multiply by a value of 1/2 that will give us a positive answer. So that's the reason for the plus and the minus in the front. All right, so let's try this one. We've got our 5, 11, 1, 9, 2, 1, 1, 3, 1. Repeat the first 2 columns, and then we can start going down the columns. 5 times 2 times 1, there's 10, plus 11 times 1 times 1, 11, plus 1 times 9 times 3, there's 27, minus. Now we'll go up our diagonals, 1 times 2 times 1, plus 3 times 1 times 5, there's 15, plus 1 times 9 times 11, 99. 10 plus 11 plus 27, 48, minus 2 plus 15 plus 99, 110, 116, can't read my own writing, and then 48 minus 116 is negative 68. Now we have to multiply by that piece of 1/2. Well, in order for me to ensure that this answer is a positive area, I'll need to multiply by negative 1/2. So it's 1/2 times my determinant. I get my positive answer, and then half of 68 is 34 square units. Area is square units. All right, let's try this again. Find the area of a triangle. Our ordered pairs are 10, 20, negative 8, 5, negative 4, negative 5. Complete the square matrix by writing in your ones. Then we're going to repeat the values of our first 2 columns, 10, 20, negative 8, 5, negative 4, negative 5. And then remember, when we're all done, we'll multiply by that plus or minus 1/2 times by. Okay, down the first column, 10 times 5 times 1, there's 50, plus 20 times 1 times negative 4, negative 80, plus 1 times negative 8 times negative 5 is 40, minus, up the diagonal, negative 4 times 5 times 1, negative 20, plus negative 5 times 1 times 10, negative 50, plus 1 times negative 8 times negative 20, negative 160. 50 plus negative 80 plus 40, there's negative 30 plus 40 should be a 10, minus negative 20 plus negative 50 is negative 70 plus negative 160 is negative 230, minus minus is plus plus, I get 240. That number is already positive, so I only need to multiply by the positive 1/2, and I come up with 120 square units as the area of this particular triangle. All right, so I believe that is it for these determinant questions. Please have your cheat sheet handy. You want to put the formula for the area of a triangle on your cheat sheet, plus or minus 1/2 times the determinant, x1, y1, 1, x2, y2, 1, x3, y3, 1. And then if you need to put a sample of just the basic determinant, down, 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 up, 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 you might want to put that on your sheet as well. All right, that's it for determinants.